We're ready. We're prepared. Do not give in to fear. We are fearless. This is not the time to be afraid. This is a time to stand up and fight back and to resist any temptation for them to divide us. We're in this together. The rule of law is on our side.
Today we're talking about a wild twist in the game. You know Letitia James, right? The New York Attorney General who went toe-to-toe with Trump and walked away with a $500 million judgment? Yeah, her. She built her whole rep on that no one is above the law line. But now, tables might be turning. She's the one under the microscope. Feds are looking into whether she played the same game she accused Trump of. Fraud. Real estate fraud, to be exact. And this ain't just some headline fluff. DOJ and FBI are deep in it. Grand jury's already handing out subpoenas. We're talking wire fraud, bank fraud, mail fraud, stuff that can end careers and send folks packing. So how'd we get here? How does the hunter become the hunted? Let's rewind. It starts with a house in Virginia and a brownstone in Brooklyn, and a whole lot of paperwork that don't seem to line up. Back in April, the head of the Federal Housing Finance Agency, William Poult, sent a criminal referral to the DOJ. Basically said, "Yo, y'all need to look into this." And what he laid out? It's not light. First, that Virginia property. James co-signed a mortgage with her niece. Now, if you tell the bank it's your primary residence, you get better rates. Less risk for them, better deal for you. But here's the kicker. She told her broker in writing, "This ain't my main home." Then 2 weeks later, signed a doc saying it was. That's a problem, especially when you're the Attorney General of New York. You're supposed to live in New York, not just legally but by law. And then there's the Brooklyn brownstone. She's owned it since 2001. FHFA says it's a 5-unit building, but on the paperwork, it's listed as 4. Why's that matter? Because certain loans, especially the sweet ones backed by the government, only apply to 4-unit properties or less. So if she said 4 when it was really 5, that could have helped her qualify for loans she shouldn't have gotten. And yo, it gets weirder. There's a mortgage doc from way back in '83 where she and her father allegedly signed as husband and wife. That's either a wild typo or a creative workaround. Either way, it's raising eyebrows. Now, a referral is one thing. But in May, the DOJ made it official. They opened a criminal investigation. FBI's Albany office is on it. And when the feds assign a specific field office, that means they're not just sniffing around, they're digging. Then boom. News drops that a grand jury in Virginia is issuing subpoenas. That's big. Grand juries don't play. They can force folks to testify, hand over documents, the whole nine. That means prosecutors are actively building a case. This ain't just smoke, it's a full-on fire drill. Now Letitia's not taking it lying down. Her team's firing back hard. They're saying this is all political. Payback for her takedown of Trump. She's calling it a witch hunt. Her lawyer, Abby Lowell, dudes repped Hunter Biden and Jared Kushner. He's saying this is retaliation, plain and simple. And about that Virginia house? They're saying it was a clerical error. That she told the broker in all caps, "This property will not be my primary residence." But then that one doc said otherwise. Her team's like, y'all cherry-picking the one bad form and ignoring the rest. Same with the Brooklyn spot. They say city records show it's a 4-unit, so what's the issue? They're arguing there's no intent to deceive. And without intent, there's no fraud. But here's the thing. This is the same Letitia James who built her name on holding folks accountable for every line on every form. Now she's the one being asked to explain her own. That's the irony. Her critics are throwing her own words back at her. No one is above the law. If the DOJ brings charges, we're talking felonies. Wire fraud, bank fraud. That's prison time. That's disbarment. That's career over. And yeah, the politics are thick. She's been a thorn in Trump's side for years. Her supporters say this is revenge, plain and simple. But the allegations? They're detailed. They're documented. And now it's up to the feds and the grand jury to figure out what's real and what's reaching. At the end of the day, it all comes down to one word: intent. Did she knowingly lie to get better deals? Or was it just sloppy paperwork being spun into a scandal? This story's far from over. As the grand jury keeps digging, more receipts are going to surface. So what do y'all think? Is this justice? Or just politics as usual? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you're feeling this breakdown, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. We're keeping it raw, real, and right here on Political Detox. Stay sharp, and I'll catch you on the next one.